So, do you remember a couple days ago I was talking to you guys about two types of very rare people that the Buddha were talking about? One type is the type that gives favors or helps others first, even though they don't ask, or even if they need help, you help them, right? They call them the favor givers. Then you have the second group of people who repay the favors. The Buddha said these two people are very hard to find. Today I heard a story that I thought was very cute. It's from a Hungarian story, from the country of Hungary. And I want to tell you the story. They called this story the obedient girl and the lazy girl. Okay? So once upon a time, there was a man who had a daughter and a woman who had a daughter who all lived together. Okay? Now, they were very poor. And so the daughter said, I'm going to go become a servant at a rich person's house and work for a year and make money and come give it to my family. And they said, okay, go ahead, go take off. So she left the house with her cleaning supplies and her tools. First, she got to a tree, and the tree said to her, young miss, can you please help me? I have so many dead branches and dead twigs, and it's everywhere. Can you please help me? And she says, well, I'm on my way to make money, but if you need my help, I'll help you. So she climbed up the tree and started cutting all the branches, breaking all the dead branches, cleaning it all out, making the tree look nice and clean. And then she kept walking. And then suddenly she saw a grapevine that was all like tangled and mixed, and it's all messy. And the grapevine said to her, Miss, can you please help me? If you help me, I promise I'll help you back one day. Just can you help me? I'm all tangled and I'm growing into myself and I can't expand. And so she said, well, I really need to go make money to help my family, but you are in trouble. So if you need help, I'll help you. And so she spent a couple hours untangling the grapevine and spreading it out so that the grapevine can grow nicely. Then she kept walking and she encountered an oven. And the oven said, Miss, I need help. I'm so dirty. I'm so filthy. No one has ever cleaned me and I'm so dirty. Can you please help clean me? She's like, but I have to go make money to help my family. And he said, but if you help me, I promise one day I'll help you back. She says, oh, if you really need help, I'll help you. So she went and got all the tools and started cleaning the oven until it looked brand new. And then she kept walking. And then she encountered a water well. And the water well said to her, Miss, can you please help me? The rope, the bucket, everything is all like not in good condition. Can you help me, please? If you help me, I'll help you back. And she helped the water well. Then she kept walking and she saw a little dog with all this overgrown hair all over the doggy's body. And the dog was like, Miss, can you please help me? I need help. No one's ever cut my hair and my nails. Can you please help me? If you help me, I promise one day I'll help you back. And she helped give the dog a nice haircut and trim his nails. Then she got to the house of the rich people and she saw that they had 7 fairies there. And the fairy says, if you want to work here, you can work here. But there's a certain rule. We have 7 doors. You have to go into every room and clean every room every day. But do not go in the 7th room. And she says, I promise. And she worked super hard for 1 whole year, cleaning every room like they told her to. But she kept her promise. She didn't go into the 7th room. After 1 year, the fairy said to her, you've been here for a year. You have been awesome. You worked so hard and you trusted us and didn't break the rules. Now we want you to go into the 7th room. And when she opened the 7th room, she saw 2 big piles, 1 big pile of gold and 1 big pile of silver. And they said to her, put it all on the floor. And when you lay down and you roll on the gold and the silver, whatever sticks to your body, you can take it home with you. So she laid down on the silver and rolled around, got a whole bunch of it. Then she laid down on the gold, rolled around and got a whole bunch of it. So now she has a lot of silver and gold ready to go back and give to her dad. On the way home, she heard a barking. And the barking and barking. And she said, hey, I recognize that bark. And she saw this little dog. But the little dog did not have a lot of fur. What he had this time was a bunch of pearls all over his skin. And he says, since you helped me before, you can take as many pearls off of me as you want. And so she took a bunch and made a necklace and put it around her neck. Then she kept walking. She got to the water well. And now she saw that like there was water in there and she was thirsty. And the whale says, please drink as much as you want and take some home for your family. So then she got some water, drank as much as she needed to rest and heal up, and took some home. Then she got to the grapevine. And when she got there, the grapevine had grown and was beautiful. And so she was able to get some grape juice and some fruit, and she was able to eat it and took some home for her family. As she kept walking, she encountered the oven. When she got to the oven, there was a whole bunch of fresh baked bread. And so she ate some bread and took some home for her family. Then she got to the tree, and it was full of pears and fruit. So she took some and took some home for her family. When she got home, the chicken who was at the door was saying, my mistress has come home filled with gold and food and things to share. And the mother of the other daughter said, that's impossible. That's impossible. She said, my mistress has come home very rich. That's impossible. But then when she walked through the door, she had gold and silver and food and drinks and water and fruit. And everybody was happy. Well, then the other lady says, well, hey, if she can do it, my daughter can do better. Go, you go. And now the lazy girl left. Now the lazy girl walked out the same path. When she saw the tree, she said, please help me, I'll help you back. She says, not my business. She kept walking. She saw the grapevine. Please help untangle me. Not my business. She saw the oven. Not my business. She saw the water well. Help me. Not my business. Then she saw the dog. Help me. Not my business. When she got to the house of the 6, 7 fairies, they told her the same thing. You can work here, but don't go in the 7th room. After only 1 week, guess what she did? She went into the 7th room. But instead of gold and silver, she found a whole bunch of snakes and spiders. And they bit her and she ran away from the house. On the way back, she saw a dog filled with pearls. So she says, can I have some of those? I really want those pearls. They're so beautiful. The dog says, you didn't help me. Why should I help you? She got to the well. I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Can I have some water? And the well says, you never helped me. Why should I help you? She got to the grapevine. Same thing. I want some grape juice. I want some fruit. You never helped me. We're not going to help you. Got to the oven. No food for you. Got to the tree. No fruit for you. And when she got home, not only was she hungry, was she thirsty, was she hurt and tired and filled with blood, she came back with nothing. And her mother was so disappointed. So what does this story teach us? This is an old folk tale from Hungary. But what is the message they're trying to show? Isn't it the same concept as karma? If you're willing to give to others, help others, support others, you have that energy, that karmic connection that they will give it back to you, or other people will give to you. But if you're the kind of person who's selfish, doesn't want to work, doesn't want to help anyone, and is lazy, well, you also don't get anything back. So if you want a good life, a comfortable life, number 1, be honest, work hard, and be willing to help other people. Don't be selfish. That way, the good karma will come back to you too. Sadhu.